I heard Chuck Schumer tonight say that he thinks that based on the new polling that the Democrats are going to win the Senate. Now, when I heard that, I knew that Chuck Schumer didn't give two craps about any of us. He didn't. He was concerned about staying in power, not making our lives better. Mike Johnson sure doesn't give a crap about us people. Donald Trump doesn't care about anything except being a fascist white supremacist. We are getting screwed by this system. We are told that we have to go and bust our ass, work 40, 50, 60, 70, 80 hours a week. You got to have 2, 3, 4 jobs. Pick yourself up by the bootstraps. Even when we do that, we can't pay our damn bills. 35% of Americans are putting their groceries on their credit card right now. 2/3 of this country live paycheck to paycheck. We have 14 million kids going to school hungry. 800,000 homeless people. Those are human beings. Let's treat them like that. We got 40,000 people that die from gun violence every year. We spend $1 trillion on the damn military, which hasn't been audited in God knows how long, and we're spending billions of dollars in Iran because the rapist president doesn't want the world to know that he's a pedophile in the Epstein files. While he's spending millions of dollars on the reflecting pool and millions of dollars on his golden arches and hosting a UFC fight on the White Lawn and golfing on his fat ass, spending millions and millions and millions of dollars of our taxpayers while we're suffering. You have the Republican Party that's basically gone full fascist, white supremacist, make America white again, that has no solutions except scare the stupid, six-teeth white trash MAGA people, right? Woke, radical left, Antifa, Marxism, socialism, jihadist, all the bullshit. And you got the Democrats that sit around with their thumbs up their ass like Chuck Schumer and Hakeem Jeffries saying, there's nothing we can do even though we make $200,000 a year. Just give me $10, Paul. Cindy, give me $5. Can you just chip in $8? I swear, in 6 months, if you give me $20 million, I promise I might do something for your life. And you know what's going to happen? This is what's going to happen. The Democrats probably will win the Congress, maybe the Senate. And then the man in the White House is going to yell and scream and say it was fake and say it was rigged. The Department of Justice is going to come down. They're going to put ICE agents in the voting booths, and he's going to put thousands and thousands and thousands of lawsuits, and every single one of them is going to go to the Supreme Court. And for the next 2 years, our lives are going to be shit. Because these two children, the Democrats and Republicans, no, you're dumb. No, I'm dumb. No, you're dumb. No, you're dumb. While we get screwed. Our money is being used by a bunch of goddamn toddlers right now. That's why this country is pissed off and angry. Now, here's the problem, though. For the most part, Democrats see this. They see that we're being screwed by the rich people because 3 people own 53% of our wealth. But the Republican Party that goes to Klan rallies that has the IQ of an acorn has been convinced that the dirty brown people are taking your jobs, not the rich people. A couple weeks ago, my kid was eating one of those clam chowder bowls. He broke a piece of it off and he threw it over the glass by the beach. 5 of these pigeons were fighting over it. That's exactly what our politicians are doing to us right now. Here you go. The Republicans say, I'll give you a bigger piece of the breadcrumb. The Democrats, oh, no. I'll give you a bigger piece of the bread bowl. Why should we be fighting over crumbs? Why do we have to settle for breadcrumbs? Because that's what's happening. We're fighting over less wealth, less, while 1% of the damn population, mainly rich white men, are taking all of our wealth, telling us where to shop, when you can buy a house, when you can die, when you cannot die. That's what they're doing. We're being screwed. You have to start voting for a third party. This has to stop. When I hear the lesser of two evils argument, I understand it. I got it. I truly do. But both systems are broken. This is why we get Chuck Schumers and Mike Johnsons and Hakeem Jeffries. The lesser of two evils, it's still shit. You might have less dog shit or more dog shit, it's still shit. Because that's what we're getting. You want to keep voting that way, to go ahead. But be honest. Don't blame Hakeem Jeffries if you keep putting him back in office because you wanted the lesser of two evils. Don't blame Chuck Schumer if you keep putting him back in office. Don't blame Trump, even though he's a dumbass, because you voted him back in office. You knew what he was. Don't blame Mike Johnson. You put him back in office. You knew who he was. You decided to vote for the lesser of two evils. There has to be a point where citizens of this country, Americans, stop bitching about the politicians that you put in power. You chose not to break the two-party system. That's a choice. Isn't insanity doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result? Because that's what we're doing. Both parties are two wings of the same bird, two sides of the same coin. We are being screwed by all of them. And until we either reform this system or burn it to the ground and rebuild it, because that's what the Constitution says, this is not going to change. And if we don't change it soon, we're going to have not just 5 pigeons fighting over breadcrumb, you're going to have 10 and 20 and 30. And we're going to be fighting just like Gary, Indiana right now. They've been out of power for 10 damn days. People are there with candles. You know what they're doing? They're robbing people for food. They're breaking into people's homes and stealing their generator. That's what's going to happen if we don't change this broken system and make it work. Because I am sick and tired of my taxes going to bullshit in the government. All this mysterious spending that nobody knows where it goes. It's not brown people. It's not immigrants. It's not the Muslims. It's not transgender athletes. It's rich white people. Have a good day.